Watering down a sumptuous meal at a special occasion with homemade ginger beer is a delight to many South Africans who appreciate traditional drinks. But ginger beer takes a while to make, and some people don't have time to brew it. Now, a young entrepreneur took time to study the market and enhance an existing product to make it available at the customer's convenience. Tsholofelo Moagi is a township entrepreneur and founded Eatsum Afrika, Sum Afrika, and she joins us in the studio. Welcome to our program.
Thank you very much.
All right, so are you a product of the SABC entrepreneurship program?
Yes, that's correct.
How did you find out about them so that you can be able to test your business skills through this networking channel so that you can be able to trade in townships or communities?
Actually, they found us at one of the markets that we actually operate at, and they loved the product, but recognized that we didn't have access to market, and we didn't have our SABC stuff in line. We didn't have access to CEDA. So there was a lot of things that we did not have in the back end, as well as legal stuff, which is what they provide as SABC entrepreneur.
Okay, so now everybody, would say people in townships and rural areas know how to brew ginger beer. They can make it. So why should they consider your product?
Funny you should say that people know how to. You'd be very surprised that there's a lot of people that don't know how to anymore. That was something that was done by the grandmothers, Bonkgono and Borakadi, and unfortunately, fortunately for me,
so the new
people
generation
did not learn.
Yeah.
And now I learned, and now I have now commercialized.
Okay, so after identifying that gap, what did you need in as far as the issue of supply and demand is concerned? Because if you are at small scale, it is understandable. But for you to serve a bigger market, then it means it's a different ball game altogether.
Indeed. In fact, right from the get-go, we understood that we were going to have to do some market research. And we also got a food technologist involved so that we could obviously enhance the product from what it has originally been, especially to gain shelf life and to make it last longer. Because if you understand ginger beer, it is temperature sensitive. So all of those issues had to be done away with so that we could then produce in bulk.
So now what makes your business tick?
For us, it would have to be the fact that we have provided a product that is indigenous to South Africa, and also the fact that it is something that most people in society yearn for but cannot make. And for us, it has been the fact that we've also made sure that it's no preservatives and packed with vitamin C.
Talking about that, then what about the issue of lifestyles that change and gravitate towards healthy eating? And people would talk about the issue of the availability of sugar components and percentage of your drink, and in as far as people who are diabetic, and government has a policy regarding sugar taxes and people who must reduce taking more sugar.
That is indeed correct. We're actually in the process of being regulated by Beverage SA, and quite frankly, we've had to test on someone that I really love, which is my mom, and she's diabetic, and we had to test it on her. So she drinks it and she's just fine. So yeah.
So how's the market response?
The market response it's amazing. It's amazing. We actually have not had to do a lot of marketing, actually. A lot of it has been word of mouth, because we pride ourselves in the excellence that we produce in the product and the brand itself.
When we look at challenges in entering the market, have you really realized that you have competitors, and how have you differentiated?
I don't really take them as competitors. I feel that the pie is actually it's too big, right? So we operate in different lanes. So there are other entrepreneurs who have gone into ginger beer but have done a cordial, so they do more syrup based, and our drink is more ready to drink, and the packaging also is very different. So how we've gone into our niche is we've ensured that we supply both plastic and glass, and that way we were able to supply at all LSMs.
Okay, so when we come to the issue of scalability and projections in as far as your 5-year program, where do you see this business going?
In fact, we are hoping just for accessibility. We're hoping for the product to be available at your spas, your Pick n Pays, because it is a product that we want to be a household brand and a household product, especially because of its health benefits. But in the future, we're hoping that we will actually have a Eat and Sip Sum Afrika supermarket, whereby you will find all brands of food and anything to be sipped on that is from Africa.
All right. Thank you very much for making time to speak to us. And in as far as Entrepreneur Month is concerned, we do understand that there are people who have market entry problems. What is your advice? And not necessarily because you are a woman, but business is business. And how do people really enter the township business and be able to grow?
Well, for the township, you've got to provide something that is at excellence par. It can't be because it's for the township or it's for the township people and you provide substandard. So from the get-go, we were very strict about excellence and providing a product that would last for generations. So if anybody wants to get into the township market, find your niche, find a need, and find something that is solving a problem in the market, and there you will go.
All right. Thank you very much, and all the best with your business.
Thank you very much.
All right. It's Tsholofelo Moagi of Eatsum Afrika talking about her ginger beer business. And of course, as part of Entrepreneur Month, we continue to celebrate and recognize the works of so many business people who are trying to make it work and create those much needed jobs. Let's take a break.